Right, man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
All right, man, let's talk about a few topics. Let's talk about Shakur Stevenson. Jermaine Ortiz called him out, and Robert Garcia said that he probably going to start getting more fights after that performance he had versus Edwin De Los Santos. Also going to talk about, give a Charlo Benavidez prediction. And then first we'll talk about the IBF stripping Jermell Charlo of his belt. I told y'all once he got that check, he wasn't coming back no time soon, bro. Y'all want to know why money is usually the root of all evil for a lot of these situations, man. Once he got that bag, I told y'all he wasn't coming back. I mean, he said he made $10 million after being undisputed champion, which I heard was true from behind the scenes. That's how his contract was wrote. This is why Al Heyman don't promote or don't push, for undisputed fights and don't want to push for unification bouts because it triggers clauses in their contract. They overpaid these guys to keep it from other promotional companies. You know what I'm saying? So call it for what you want to call it for. All right. But, you know, at the end of the day, I knew when he made that Canelo back, he wasn't coming back no time soon, bro. And they want to know why these fighters is not good as the fighters from yesterday. It ain't a physical, lack of physical talent. It's a lack of skill set. It's a lack of repetitions to get to the skill set. And at the end of the day, he could have came back and fought that dude. Why not? Why not come back in March? And Al Heyman ain't got to put a bid in on the fight. So you can't blame the network not having a network on that. Somebody else can come in and bid on that fight, and you can have somebody else front the bill for Jermell Charlo. Or, he ain't no name. He don't interest me or nothing like that. And I just don't understand why these dudes wait for these sanctioning belt bodies to strip them, relinquish the belt. If you knew you weren't going to fight him, the dude been mandatory since 2019. Now he going to fight Jack Coldclaw, who gave Andrade a tough fight back in the day. Andrade was coming off on his long-ass layovers. But he's going to fight Jack Coldclaw for the vacant IBF belt. And, neither one of them is one of the top 10, probably, I'd be nice, they ain't the top 5 junior middleweight. So how the, IBF stripping people, but making the division worse? You know what I'm saying? Who did Ron Montevelli, whatever the dude's name, who did he beat to become the mandatory? Riddle me that back, man. Who did he beat to become the mandatory? Somebody asked me that. This dude was on the undercard. That's how you knew that they wasn't showcasing him. He wasn't even showcased on none of the televised cards. He was fighting on like Jermell's undercard, non-televised version. And who did he beat to be able to get a title shot? How is this progressively making boxing better by giving belts to guys who ain't did shit to get a belt? That's what I don't understand. How does this make boxing better? Somebody tell me that. How does this make boxing better? How does it make boxing better? In my opinion, it doesn't. It doesn't. It does not make the sport better. A guy that nobody heard now got a world title in a division where you got Erickson Lubin, in a division potentially you got Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. In a division you got guys like Charles Conwell, Virgil Ortiz coming into the division. You got so many different names and players in that division. Fondora, Mendoza. I know Mendoza just lost. You got a number of names that can get in there and but like I said before, they rankings make no sense. But he gave up the belt, and that means he ain't coming back for a long time. Don't be surprised if the WBC and the WBA don't follow suit with the WBO. Don't be surprised. Trying to tell y'all, don't be surprised, because at the end of the day, he made that money, and you might not see Jermell Charlo in the ring again, bro. I'm telling you, these dudes just want some money. He don't care about his reputation, how bad he looked. The first thing he was saying to this team in the back, he was happy just to come and get a check. He talking about going to get some liquor after the fight. I'm about to go have a drink. He don't care about none of this backlash they talk. He ain't fight the fans or nothing. He happy with his check. Shakur Stevenson trying to fight for his reputation. And I got another video coming talking about that. Shakur Stevenson trying to fight for his reputation. You know, Charlo don't care. I got the money. I ain't about to fight back and forth with y'all for what? I got the bread. I'm about to go spend this money on the holidays, invest it, do this, that, and the third. That's what he about to do. He give a damn what y'all say. I did it for the culture. You don't care. Everybody had backlash. He kept his head down, cashed his check at the crib, eating motherfucking raisin nuts, chilling. That's how I should be. I ain't about to argue with people over public perception. Especially nobody that got in that ring and did no rounds. Because you ain't make this money. You ain't about to help me spend this money. You ain't run the miles. You ain't take the punches. So don't tell me what you can and can't take. But, you know, so I don't know what the plan is for him going forward now. But, hey, it is what it is. All right, Jermaine Ortiz basically came out and said that, you know, Shakur Stevenson won't be a hard fight. So, you know, he want to fight Shakur Stevenson. Now, he kind of always been, you know, bold about it. And now, Shakur Stevenson performance versus Edwin De Los Santos, most people don't believe that he was injured. So now this opened up opportunities for guys who wanted to get in the ring. Now they see a vulnerability. Now they see a chink in his armor. So now this what these guys do. When you show vulnerability, now they want to hop in the ring with you. Now in this era of boxing, you gotta look bad for people that want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? If you look good on your A game, even if you beating up grade A bums. If you looking spectacular beating up grade A bums like Gennady Golovkin, everybody started to believe the hype. Everybody started to believe the hype. Best believe it. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? And don't nobody want to be the first person. Don't nobody want to be the first person to come fuck around and find out. Everybody want to be the next person, or they want to wait for you to have a chink in the armor before they want to get in the ring and mix it up with you. And that's what now he have vulnerability. Now it might be easier time getting him fights. Now, I don't think it was the best time to have a fight at that magnitude because he about to be a free agent, but he got one fight left. You know? But I don't think it was the best time for him to have that performance, but hey, it is what it is. But now, you know, people getting brave and now they want to fight Shakur. Now they want to fight him. And at the end of the day, sometimes you don't know why things happen, but sometimes, you know, certain things happen. It'd be the best thing that ever happened to you if you look back and look at it. So now opportunities are coming knocking. You know, opportunities are coming and knocking for him. Now guys gonna be brave enough. Oh, he ain't do nothing. He's scared to get hit. He ain't got no chin. And if something was truly wrong with him, next time out he come out and look spectacular and dominate somebody else, then, you know, then he gonna be feared again. Now everybody getting brave. Everybody putting their chests out. Well, I can beat him. He ain't that good. They wait for that. Instead of being the person to expose the vulnerabilities and the holes and weaknesses in a fighter's game, these dudes want to wait till you slip and fall or wait till you wounded, then come attack. A coward's way out. A coward's way out. It's a coward's way out. That's exactly what it is. It's a coward's way out. Straight up and down. It's a coward's way out. Instead of being the one to get in there and be the first person to the buffet, eat the food while it's hot, these dudes want to, you know, wait till you get wounded, wait till you injured, wait till you show a weakness or flaw so they can try to expose it. I don't like that train of thought. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know, but, you know, nonetheless, now he might be able to get an opportunity. And Jermaine Ortiz, it's a good fight. You know, big physical guy, you know, showed well versus Lomachenko. I think he came back, got a win after that. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think people starting to smell some vulnerability. But let's talk about, let's talk about Jermell, Charlo, and Jose Benavidez. They'll be fighting this Saturday on the undercard. Also, I heard they added Sergey Lipinets versus Michelle Rivera. I'm guessing that's going to be at 140. Lipinets coming down, Michelle Rivera going back up. Not sure if it's going to be on the main card, a prelim card, or off television altogether, so don't ask. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's an opportunity for Charlo to show that, you know, he's still a player in the game. And if he struggled with Jose Benavidez, pretty much over with. You know, they did order him to fight Carlos Adames, you know, after this fight. So he got a mandatory Carlos Adames. Now, I'm hearing that Canelo is fighting Munguia in May. So maybe he come back and fight Charlo, and things change. Charlo in September. But so, you know, I think Charlo may be lined up to fight Carlos Adames. So even without Canelo Alvarez, Caleb Plant, Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade, him and Andrade been talking on the phone, but you know, physically he still don't look 100%. You know, he look a little bit dead in the face, drained in the face, and you know that, you know, his situation with that woman took a lot out of him, and that's just, I'm telling y'all, a lot of people biggest weakness is a woman. You know, what was Superman's biggest weakness? Lois Lane. You know what I'm saying? You know, all these dudes, you know, that's why, you know, they want you in corporate America for you to advance and get all that money and be powerful. They want you to have a wife and have a family so they can have something to hold over your head so they can keep your ass in line. You know, a lot of these ninjas living by still traditional values with non-traditional women, and it ain't working. You know, that's like taking a wild hyena and trying to make it your pet. Now, somebody in Africa can do it, but you ninjas over here in the West and over in North America, and you can't do that. 99.9% of you guys can't do that. So you got to figure that out, and you got to know what type of person you are. Are you monogamous? Are you a poly person? Are you just a free spirit? I mean, well, that's what it is, but it took a lot out of him. You can look in his face, he don't look the same. You know, some people say he always drunk. Drug use, that comes along with depression. That comes along with going through a bad, tumultuous relationship. You got people that say, well, you know, you could just get over it, and it ain't that easy. You know, but if he struggles with Jose Benavidez, man, or he loses this fight, his career is over with if he loses. If he struggle, you know, and he got to fight Adames next, it's going to be tough for him. But I do think Jermell Charlo will get the victory. I think he going to knock Benavidez. Benavidez ain't never been knocked out. I think he going to go a 12-round fight. I think he might drop Benavidez once or twice. Or Benavidez get knocked out by Bud. So I think it's going to be, you know, an Adrian Broner type of performance that he had against that Chris Howard guy when he came back. I expect Charlo to win a 12-round unanimous decision. I think his jab carried away. I think he's just physically too big, too strong, got a good jaw pause for Benavidez. I think Benavidez just, you know, he's a good opponent. He's a good fighter. But just Charlo's just a different pedigree of fighter, in my opinion. But is it a chance for upset? Absolutely, with that inactivity and shit that he went through. I expect Jermell Charlo to get about, you know, 2 knockdowns in a unanimous decision. So, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. That's in the link tree description. My Detroit channel, Marcy Sports Talk. That's in the link tree in the description. Peace.